What's up, guys? It's Techno Viking 23 coming to you today with another episode of my Let's Play Marvel Strike Force series. This is going to be the third episode in the series, and I've been playing in the background a little bit, kind of progressing the account, but I haven't started the villains campaign really yet, and that was kind of what we were going to do on the third episode, plus talk about some of the other features that we've been unlocking. So I've been playing for about 3 or 4 days since the last episode, and we've actually progressed quite a bit. We'll go over some of the new characters we have on the roster and kind of show some of the teams that we are building, but wanted to do the login calendar today to show you guys how important it is right now. If you do want to get into this game, or if you're playing this game right now as a newer player, to definitely make sure you're logging in every day, because they're giving away some pretty cool stuff right now, and we're actually on day 6 of getting shield security shards. This is a character who's pretty decent within the shield team. He's a shield minion, and given that we already have a couple of shield characters early on, that's definitely one of the teams we can shoot for early in the game. There's also a node you get pretty early on to farm this character, so it's very easy to get his shards, and it's kind of cool that they're giving us quite a few of those to start off with. If you don't even farm him at the beginning, this 7 days worth of shards will give you enough to unlock him. So pretty cool. We'll get 5 more today. They're also doing this other special login calendar for supplies and character shards. You can see we've been getting 15 shards of these certain characters each day, get some gold and some other stuff. So lots of cool login calendars if you are a new player. And then, of course, our new welcome calendar, where we have both Captain America and Thor that we're going to have unlocked after this calendar is done. So it looks like we're on day 10 of our new account. This will be the 3rd episode. We're also getting a gold login calendar for being a new player. So I actually have quite a bit of gold on this account compared to my other one. This is a calendar they just put in the other day. It's a login calendar for Inhuman shards, which is kind of interesting, but we'll take all the free character shards we can get. Now getting into the actual May, we've got 4 shards of Mysterio today. We've got day 3 of our premium orb calendar. And here we are. So you can see we are level 37, so we've progressed quite a bit. As I've said a couple times, you will progress pretty fast early on. So let's go ahead and just go through some of our initial stuff here. Let's open up our free orb. Daredevil shard, no big deal there. And Taskmaster, they just released him, so you're going to be getting some offers that pop up for him. Let's see what we got in our inbox. New blog, don't care. Payday event has begun. We don't really have any mercenaries to do this with yet. Masterclass, recruit Taskmaster. And our Arena rank award. We have started playing Arena because we did finally get to a level where it unlocked. Alright, so that's out of the way. So let's take a quick look at the roster so you guys can kind of see what has been going on. That's actually a pretty good deal, but like I said, we're trying not to spend money on this account. So you can see a lot has changed, and I wanted to tell you guys too, one of the things I'm using now with the roster is my favorites. I'm limiting it to 10, basically 5 heroes that I'm working on and 5 villains that I'm working on early in the game to make sure we have enough to run through both campaigns. So you can see we actually quit working on Spider-Man right around level 11. I haven't done anything on him since. We did get the Thing unlocked. I think it was a Mega Orb that gave me 50 shards of him or something like that. So we got him unlocked. I haven't really started working on him yet. I'm not really sure how good of a character he is, but he's kind of just sitting there. We did get Wolverine unlocked through the daily login calendar. You get 5 shards a day if you clear all the daily quests. So we got him unlocked already. We still got Luke Cage and Deadpool. And we did pick up Bullseye the other day as our 5th villain. That's one of the neat things about running through the hero campaign early on. We were actually able to get Bullseye and the Hand Sorceress as our 3rd and 4th villains. If you remember, the game gives you Elektra and Crossbones, who actually are my 2 strongest characters right now. And then you get Hand Sorceress pretty early on in the hero campaign, and also Bullseye pretty early on in the hero campaign. I don't think Bullseye's that good, but I just wanted to make sure I had a 5th villain to fill in that slot for the villain campaign when we start through it. Now, we also got the Hydra Scientist, which was a bonus. I think they gave him, he was a login bonus or something. I don't know how I got him, or maybe I got him in an orb. I'm not sure, but somehow he unlocked for me pretty early too. So Pretty cool. But you can see here we have the shield security now. We have the shield operative that we got in a premium orb, and we have the shield medic who we get at the beginning of the game. So we've already got 3 shield characters. We're going to have Captain America very soon once we get through his calendar. You can see we're at 45 out of 100. That'll give us a 4th shield character, and then it'll just be a matter of finding the 5th to kind of have that as our primary team at the beginning. So pretty cool. It's going pretty well so far. All right, let's get back out here. Let me just check out this Taskmaster event. Get these pop-ups. We did start the Iron Man event. I got some of his initial shards. Payday, we don't really have anybody to do that. I don't think we have anyone to do that with. Yeah, we don't have 5 mercenary carriers. Okay. So earn Taskmaster shards. I wonder if this is so this is kind of like the Thanos event, where you could just go through in the Black Order event, where you have to go through and fight these characters. Is that their power level? 18,000. Yeah, I don't think we can. I don't think we can do this right now. We're not even close to that power level. All right, so let's see what's going on. We got our challenges for today. Get some orb fragments. I'm just going to go ahead and auto win these right now because I do not feel like playing through the battles. We got Catalyst of Change, which we're still on. What can we even, let's see, we need to advance this a little bit. I don't know if we can do this with Thor and Bullseye, but we'll try it. Let's just do this real quick. It's good to try to advance these challenges, but for this one, you need blasters, and I don't have very many blasters on the roster yet. So it's been a little slow going and getting it unlocked. And Bullseye is going to be pretty weak, so I don't think I've geared him up much. So hopefully Punisher can carry this fight here. I'm not even really sure what Bullseye's battles do. Attack primary for 90. Bonus. Okay, that looks pretty cool. Let's just do that and see what happens. I need to jack up the speed here. Alright, Punisher, get an AoE, see if you can hurt some of these guys. Is there a Hydra Scientist here? No, there's not. So let's just try to get rid of Crossbones. He's going to taunt anyways. Take this guy out. Okay, this isn't too bad. We should be able to get this. Thor is pretty strong, even though we haven't leveled him up much yet. He's going to be one of our better characters, and it's pretty cool that they gave him to us free to start the game. I took me forever to get Thor on my main account, so it's kind of funny to start this alternate, and he's literally a giveaway character at the beginning. It's pretty cool. Alright, so really, you can see here now I need 4 blaster characters, so I can't even keep progressing on this. So, it can be tough early in the game when you don't have enough characters to do this. Alright, we got another free orb. Let's pop this open here. Carnage Shard. The other thing I'm starting to struggle with, I noticed too, is getting training manuals. Even at level 37, it's tough to keep all your characters leveled up. So that's why you kind of have to focus on a handful of characters early in the game. You don't want to be trying to level everybody up. Alright, again here, we're just going to buy our 3 pieces that we need to get our daily quest done. We don't want to spend anything on these 40,000 or any of this stuff here. We want to get that through orbs. You'll notice up top, I have almost 2.5 million gold already, and this is on a newer account. On my main account, I hardly have any gold at all because I tried to do too much and do too much with the characters. So where I'm trying to be more conservative here, I've got a ton of gold to level people up with, so it's worked out pretty well. Another free orb. We got Ant-Man Shard. No big deal. But we do have a premium orb. Let's see if we get anything good here. And like I said, you get these orbs just by playing the game, so it's actually pretty cool. Alright, we got 15 Wolverine Shards, so that's pretty cool. And we got the AIM Security. AIM is a team we are going to try to build as well pretty early on. And if you go into Arena here, notice we have our Arena currency now, so we can start buying things in the Arena Shards. So I actually have been buying the AIM Researcher because we're going to try to work on getting that team early as well. And 400 is pretty good. You can also get Shield Security in here if you want to build him up. My main account, I actually am building up Quake through this store, but yeah, there's all kinds of things you can do there. We've been doing some blitz too, so we have actually a bunch of blitz shards. Let's go and open some blitz orbs. 2 of these real quick. Mercenary. And mercenary again. Okay, cool. And we actually got him enough to unlock him. I don't really want to open him up right now because I have enough characters pretty much to work with. Claim our daily objectives. And let's get into the villains campaign since that's what we came here for. And we'll talk a little bit about alliances at the end of the video. Alright, so we go into villains. Now, I did unlock the first node, and I basically did that just so I can auto-win my 3 villain matches every day to get the daily campaign finished. But the rest of it, I wanted to go ahead and save. So we're going to go through the first bit. And in this campaign, as the villains, you're actually trying to rescue Kingpin to have more of like a Black Ops, like kind of dark team that Nick Fury runs with the villains on the one side where the heroes are trying to do like, you know, all the good stuff. You know, he gets a team of villains on the side to try to do the dirty work nobody wants to do. So, all right, so we got our team here. So we've got Bullseye, Crossbones, the Hand Sorceress, Elektra, and the Hydra Scientist. Not the best team synergy-wise, but our main goal early in the game is to just play with what it gives us. We're not going to be trying to go out of our way early to really get any good villain teams until we get the AIM team going. We're going to probably be more focused on the hero side of things at first. So, all right, it doesn't look like this will be too bad here. So we got Quake, we got some Shield Assault. So not bad at all. Oh wow, we can one-shot these guys with basics. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be pretty easy. Now, some of these shield characters we will be getting in the future. Shield Trooper, we can unlock him pretty soon. He's pretty easy to get. And we also get a Hawkeye node pretty early. So Shield is a very easy team to focus on early for hero side, especially if you're going free to play. Alright, so that was pretty simple. And our villain team is going to be carried mostly by Elektra and Crossbones at this point because they're both pretty high up. Alright, so we got to save the Kingpin. And again, this shouldn't be too bad at all. And this is going to give us another node where we can get Bullseye shards if we do decide to continue leveling him up. Alright, eliminate the shield operator before they complete the process. Okay, so in these objective type missions, you have to go after the person they tell you to. That's one thing you kind of have to watch. Sometimes you're just going through these missions, you know, going through them real easy, helter, you know, just going helter-skelter, and then you'll fail it, and you'll be like, oh, what happened? And you realize it was because there was an objective you didn't get or you didn't see. So we took her out, so now we can go after the rest of these guys. So again, this is pretty easy, obviously. We're a little over-leveled for this. I like the team-up attack. Okay, so now you see 2 of them dropped in, so we're going to have to go after both of these guys and get them out of the way. Let's get a little bit more difficult later on down the line. But right now, we are in pretty good shape. Alright, so we rescued Kingpin. And now he's going to join Nick Fury's strike team. Okay, so we got a Bullseye shard. And unlocked a node there where we can now farm that villain if we would like to. And he has an early hero campaign node as well, so if you want to go after him, very easy to get him unlocked early. Alright, same thing here. I can't remember, I think Kingpin joins you for some of these missions, but I don't remember for sure. There's some of the early missions where you'll be joined by other characters. Like some of the hero missions, the Captain America will be on your team for a little bit. And every so often they let There's one campaign where Thor is on your team for a couple matches, so it's pretty cool. Okay, protect Kingpin. All right, so we're gonna have to protect Kingpin. He's gonna be there. He is. All right, so only 8 enemies. This is gonna be pretty easy. Let's go after. Good to get in practice though when you're playing these. Like you want to go after the shield medic first, so she can't heal anybody. Kind of learn what targets to take out. The shield troopers can all counterattack, and they're pretty strong too. But you know, like I said, it's gonna be pretty easy to get through this. And there's Bullseye. Shield Operative is another good target to go after because she has a heal and she can also apply stealth to people. But this is pretty much a cakewalk right now. Alright, another mission down. It needs to go pretty quick for you early on. Until you run into, I can't remember which node it is, but there is eventually a node you run into that you just simply cannot get through and you have to grind your characters up a little bit. I wonder if this Taskmaster guy is any good. They keep kind of throwing them in our face every loading screen and with all the new offers. But we're not in any anywhere near ready to try to get his shards from that event that they have going on. Enemies at 18,000 power are just a tad bit too high for us. Alright, we have to hold out until the transport arrives. Alright, so we have Kingpin again, and he starts out pretty weak. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Let's see what we got here. We got Shield Security, got Black Widow. Hydra Trooper, and Winter Soldier. Alright, I'm actually going to throw a heal out here because I think, okay, good, I can heal Kingpin up. We'll get a taunt with crossbones so they don't go after Kingpin. And he can also counterattack. Alright, Hydra Scientist, that's another person that you want to kind of focus on. Alright, cool. Extraction pod, so 1 of 3 stages complete. Basically in these missions you just have to survive until you get all the way to the end. Or if you do kill all of the enemies, it actually will automatically complete it for you. But in most cases you're just going to survive through, but it looks like this one we're actually going to full clear. Alright, we're moving through pretty easy, pretty smooth. And cool, so we have another node we're going to be able to get Shield Medic Shards. She's a really good character early on to have. And this is going to be the second node we have to get her shards from. Alright, so new leader of the hand, working for Ultimus. And now Elektra is going to try to get it back here. Alright, here we go. So now we're going after the Hand Ninja Clan. There's some pretty cool backgrounds here. Let's see what we're looking at. I got Archer, Sorceress. Again, kind of getting good practice. You know, you go after the Sorceress, so they lose that healing capability. And just kind of, you're pretty free to choose after that. Just going to bust through these guys real quick here. That was a pretty easy stage. And we got our Shield Medic Shard. You can see we're 28 out of 55. And that's the one thing about this game I noticed. It's a lot different from the Star Wars game I play. It seems like you need a ton of shards to get any of the characters leveled up to a decent phase. Like I think on my main account, like I have some 5 and I'm getting close to some 6-star here, but you need like 200 shards just to get to 6 stars, which is it's pretty crazy. The game is fairly generous with giving out shards, but you need a lot of them to get your heroes leveled up to a good spot. And then eventually you also get into red star shards, which red stars are kind of like additional shards that come on top of your current stars to give you more power. But I think we get that somewhere in the 40s, so we'll be able to go over that. Okay, so we got Hand Sorceress, and then Iron Fist is another really annoying character to play against, so I usually prioritize him as well. He can do some serious damage with his Iron Fist attack, but not if he's dead. So we try to go after him first. Nobu. Nobu can be a pain also, but pretty low level here, so we're not too concerned. Took out the healer. Let's go ahead and see if we can take her down. Alright, we'll go ahead and start putting some damage. Oh, wow. Okay. Never mind. I thought he was going to at least take a couple of hits, but nope. Alright, we're getting through this pretty quick, and looks like we'll be able to keep this episode hopefully right around 30 minutes. I don't like going much longer than that because I know it's pretty easy to lose interest. And plus, it's really hard for me to keep, talk about stuff that long too, so. Alright, so we're going to have, looks like 2 more battles here. To get through the first chapter of the Villains campaign. And then we'll talk a little bit about alliances after that, because we did join. It automatically puts you in your first alliance back in the 20s. We didn't go over that in an episode, so we'll talk about that briefly. Okay, we got 7 ninjas to take on here. But, oh, she dodged. Wow, okay. Interesting. So we should be able to get through these guys pretty fast here. See, Archer has an AoE attack. God, these guys are dodging everything. Not supposed to dodge at this early level. Yeah, see, their attacks aren't even really doing any damage. So we'll get through this pretty easily. Now we face Daredevil and his lieutenants, so that'll be the last battle of the chapter. Alright, and this is where we get... Okay, see, I was telling you about S.H.I.E.L.D. and how easy it is to get them early. Like, here we have Hawkeye. He'll be the shards on this node, so he's another S.H.I.E.L.D. character that you can go for with your team if you want. You gotta fight the defenders here. That's right. I remember this one. I think the first time I did this, I was really under-geared, and I only had 4 villains, and that's why it was quite a bit more difficult than this. But these final nodes of each chapter tend to be a little bit more difficult than those stages that come before them. So we will see if we can get through. We should be able to get through this, no problem. But we are fighting the defenders, who are pretty tough. Oh, they're only... Okay, yeah, this isn't going to be a big deal. So again, Iron Fist is someone I always prioritize. And then Jessica Jones, because when she's in this team, she gives them extra energy for their attacks. So I also like to try to take her out quickly if possible. Of course, it's not going to be an issue here with these guys only being this low level. Punisher is also a pretty tough character. But, yeah, this was pretty simple. Not much to worry about there. Alright, so we got our Hawkeye shard, and we got a shard node unlocked for him. And we finished the first chapter of the Villains campaign. So, pretty cool. That was a pretty neat and tidy episode here. Okay, so it looks like this one we're going to go after the Ultron facility. This may get a little bit more difficult, because there's a node in here somewhere where you have to fight Ultron and all these bots that he summons, and it's just really tough to get through. Alright, so chapter 1 is finished of the Villains campaign. So we have that done. And then with the Heroes campaign, we actually are getting into Chapter 4. You can see we're going through here. We got Shield Operator, Shard Node, we've got Electra, Shield Security, Luke Cage. So you've got a nice number of Shard Nodes unlocked for the early characters the game gives you, which is a very economical way to kind of level up your characters. Alright, so I think that's really it we're going to do today. One thing I did want to talk about is the Alliance. So you will eventually get to a point where that puts you into an Alliance. And your Alliance is pretty important because it's a good way for you to get extra gear. It's going to give you access to raids. You can see here daily raid key contribution. That will go up as you just play the game and do campaign levels. And when your Alliance, or if you want to call it a guild, has enough raid tickets, you'll be able to launch the Ultimus raid or one of the raids. And the raid is a great place for you to get extra gear. So you can see we actually were put into a full Alliance with 24 out of 24 members. So that's actually the only reason I have stayed in this first Alliance that it stuck me in, because usually it'll put you automatically into an Alliance. That Alliance is only going to have 5 or 6 people. It's not going to be very good because most of the people have left to go to other Alliances. And you want to try to get into a good Alliance as early as possible in this game. I don't know if is that Russian? I'm not sure what that is. So I don't even know where this came from, but it just put me into this Alliance. And they've been running raids and everything, so given that I'm a lower level and this is a free-to-play and I haven't really given much thought to it just yet, I have not really been looking for another Alliance. So you see Alliance donation, you have to be level 50, but when you get to that, you can donate credits and other things to your Alliance to get Stark Tech and other things. That's something we'll go over later on. Now, you can switch Alliance, and this will actually bring up a list of alliances you can look through. You can see here it's like all these are public strike teams that basically you get stuck on very early, and it tells you the alliance, like Alliance level 1. You're not going to really find too many decent alliances here for the most part, and you can actually sort through public and private up top. You're going to have an easier time if you go to the Marvel Strike Force Discord and try to find an alliance there. But one of the things that kind of irritates me a little bit is that a lot of the big Marvel Strike Force YouTubers and streamers, they talk about how like you have to get in a great alliance early that's doing like Ultimus Raid 6 and carries you through the raid. That's just not realistic, quite honestly. So just try to find yourself in an alliance that's active and is somewhat casual, is not going to kick you out if you don't log in for a day or two, and just do your best to contribute. You're not going to get into a fancy, amazing, epic alliance that's carrying you through raids unless you just happen to know somebody or you get really lucky. But you can see here, so now we have access to play the raids. You can see we have the level 30 to 35 Ultimus 3 to earn ability materials, and it will tell you what the recommendations are for your squad. So if you want, we can go in here and join, and this will show you the raid. Like the raid, you basically start out and you go through and have to clear all these nodes, and it'll tell you, here's the enemy power level on that node, the enemies you'll have to fight. Here are the rewards you can get for clearing that node. And at the end of the raid, you'll actually get a package in your inbox that has your raid rewards. So it's a good way to get gold and ability materials and currency to spend in the raid store. So we'll go ahead and join Strike Team 2 here, and then we'll just play through that later. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just kind of showing you guys a little bit about what's going on here. But yeah, so when you join your alliance, just make sure you're jumping in and you're playing the activities. There's also some daily objectives you can get by doing raid keys and also by donating to your alliance every day. So it's important to be active in your alliance, and if you're in one at the beginning where there's like 4 or 5 people, definitely get out and switch to one that's got closer to 20, or get one that's as full as possible that's actually running raids every day, because that way you're going to get a lot more gear and materials. So let's see if we have anything on our roster. Okay, so we can actually get Punisher or Elektra up to the next level, but we also have all the gear for Thor. This is where it starts to get, you're like, oh, what do I want to do? What character do I want to bring up? So I'm actually going to go ahead and just go with Punisher because he is pretty solid. Just go ahead and give him an upgrade here. And then we will go ahead and drop these other gear on him and get him up to level 37. You can see here I'm almost out of training manuals, even at this early stage of the game. So that's another thing you kind of have to watch when you're leveling up these characters, who you're spending resources on. So you kind of see here that's what's going on. We still have some gear for Elektra and Thor, so got a lot of stuff to work on here. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. This is episode 3 of Let's Play Marvel Strike Force. I'll try to be a little bit more consistent with these if I'm going to keep the series going, and we'll work through the campaigns and touch on some of the other aspects of the game. Let me know down in the comments if you play this game or if you're interested in it. If you have any questions at all, feel free to put them down there, and I will do my best to answer them for you. As always, I hope you guys are having a great day. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again next time.